Так. Шо, я готов на? Пройти задание на прочность. Погнали. Шмотки купил. Стелсовые. Заебись, бабок отвалил на. Заебали вы, идите нахуй. Не надо мне ничего тут. Разбойники, блядь. Можно было в лошадь сложить, но я в сундук сложу. В всякий случай. Так, куда там надо точно пойти? Ага. То есть это надо вообще из замка выпить. Я понял.
Yeah. Yeah.
Чутка осталось. Пройти игру. Так, куда? Направо, да? А, можно... Да, через мостик. Блять.
Yeah.
Прямо.
Yeah.
Примирительный крест. Что за крест? Нихуя там дым. Ну-ка, Борик, начать ночную вылазку.
I'm ready.
Я готов.
Are you sure? You should wear lightweight black clothing. Anything you don't need, you can leave here.
Да.
Yes, I'm ready to go.
Я купил все.
Take care now.
Погнали.
If any of you are having second thoughts,
Если у кого-нибудь из
It's your
вас
last
есть
chance
какие-либо
to
идеи,
speak.
сейчас последний шанс их выложить.
very well.
Очень хорошо.
So I hope we're all
Значит, я
clear on what
надеюсь,
has to be
всем
done.
ясно, что делать.
We need to
Мы
free
должны
the
освободить
hostages
заложников,
to
чтобы
deprive
лишить
Toth
Тота
of his
преимущества.
advantage. Now he'll be keeping them
Сейчас он держит их
somewhere
отдельно от своих
where they can be
людей,
guarded
так, чтобы при
but
этом
somewhere
они
separate
находились под
from his other
стражей.
men.
And where would that
И
be?
что же это за
We
место?
always kept our captives
Мы
in
всегда
the
держали
house on the
пленных
bailey
в
by the
домике,
stables.
в внутреннем
What
дворе.
if they're in their tower
Что
or
если их
somewhere
прячут
else?
в башне или где-нибудь
Then we'll
еще?
have to go to the gate and try to open it. But that will take time and attract attention. So we can only do it if we know exactly how things stand. And if they sound the alarm, before we've done anything, we get out of there quick. Understood?
And leave them there?
Better a couple of hostages than a pile of corpses. Lord Capon, are you quite certain you want to engage in this action?
Quite. After all, it can't be much different from sneaking out of the upper castle in Rattay and back in every night. Besides, who else will keep this hothead from raising bloody mayhem?
Well, see to it that you do, my lord. May God guide our footsteps.
This will be something. They'll be telling stories about this for years. We'll be legends.
И
Who are you? Well, I never. Mother,
О,
God.
незаметность прокачалась.
We'll go first and take out the sentries. Wait here.
Давай, снимай часы. По стелсу нахуй работай.
waiting for?
Quiet, for fuck's sake.
What are they waiting for?
How should I know?
Why do I bother asking?
Oh, be quiet and watch that light on the battlements. Fuck this waiting, I'm gonna climb.
Нас 4 получается. И птачек этот попёрся, блядь. Да хуй он тут не
I'll put
нужен.
on his armor and watch this side, but there are still 2 guards on the portcullis winch to deal with. Any volunteers?
Henry will do it.
Buffoon?
Henry, then. Just make sure you keep quiet.
-1. Там уже почти запалили меня. Если я успею, будет все заебись. Никто ничего не заметит.
What was that?
Ебать, ты чё нахуй? На. Откуда он тут взялся, блин? Ебать, а чё ты его не можешь ёбнуть? Пиздешь, мам. Чё за хуйня? Да блядь, что ты делаешь, сука?
What was that?
Ебать, ты слепой, нихуя себе. Надо придушить, ёпты. Почему? Чё нельзя-то? Нельзя придушить. Не работает, прикинь, кнопка. Я нажимаю F. Странно. Может, мне не этих надо? О, бля, он идет. Тихо. Опачки. Поэтому грустно. Стоит, я вижу. Как я, блядь, их? Один слева стоит. Зачем он повернулся? Зачем он так к стене повернул? А, о, ходит и я себе. А что там внизу, мне интересно? А, тут погреб. Понятно. Типа погреб. Так. Ага. О, тут ворота, да? Я не успею к нему дойти. Да, блядь. И как? Он услышит, наверное, да? Я его душу. Так, подожди, еще один ходит. Заебало стрелять, сука, в спине, пиздец. Че за хуйня, блядь? Опачки. Так мне вот этих надо устранить.
Fuck. The alarm
Чё?
wrong time.
В смысле, нахуй? Как он, блядь, услышал меня? Бля, все заново. Пиздец, он меня услышал.
Unless we fuck it up, then Ishvan will be telling the stories, and the joke will be on us.
We'll go first. Hey, and take out the sentries. Wait here.
Well, I...
Тачик, блядь. Тачик, блядь. Бля, я походу не туда пошел. Бля, я походу не туда пошел. Не то есть, наверное, туда, наверное, влево идти. Не то есть, наверное, туда, наверное, влево идти.
I'll put on his armor.
Я надену
and
его
watch this
доспехи,
side.
буду
If
наблюдать
there are
за
still
этой
two
стороной.
guards
Но
by
у
the
Лебедки,
portcullis
Герца еще
windshield.
остались два стражника.
Any volunteers?
Буду наблюдать за этой стороной. Понятно, короче.
Make sure you keep quiet.
Ну, значит, не туда. Или нет? А, ну вот, да. Сейчас он подойдет. Я, блядь, в обратную сторону пошел. С первого раза. С первого раза хуй пройдешь, блядь. Ничего не знаю. Чего он там завис? Шма, давай быстрее, а. О, идет. Ну, нихуя он так мало постоял. На нахуй. Ждем. Вот и все.
First, we have to find the hostages. It'll all go a lot easier if no one sees us. Fooling around the portcullis is bound to draw attention.
Хруст такой вот. Так, что там надо? Что дальше? Найти понравится, и Степан.
Careful here.
Здесь нужно поосторожнее. Все двери ведут в внутренний двор. Стоит этому разбойнику выйти от Литии, нас всех заметят. Ну да.
Easy now. We're almost there.
Теперь тихо, мы почти пришли.
Fuck it up at the 11th
Главное не
hour.
испортить все в последний момент. Это точно. Если все испортится, все заново. Проходите. Кипать. Так что все аккуратно делай. По стелсу. Я застрял. Пиздец.
Any time now.
Теперь. Что теперь, блядь? А, ждем.
Jesus. Get a
Уже двигай
fucking
давай,
move
черт
on,
тебя
man.
дери.
Patience.
Кровавая гречка. Так, куда он туда ушел? Чё, куда? Сюда? Это кто? Эй, ты кто? Крестьянин.
Hey!
Where's Sir Radzig and Lady Stephanie?
Lady Stephanie? She's not here. She must be held somewhere else.
Where? Where is she being held? And where's Sir Radzig?
I suppose the lady might be in her chamber. We don't know
Maybe
anything.
speak.
They herded us here and told us not to move a muscle.
God be with you.
Блять. Что дальше делать? Где они, блядь?
We'll have to go back empty-handed. I really thought we could pull it off.
We're not going anywhere. Not without my father and Lady Stephanie.
And how are we meant to find them? They're not in the stables or anywhere nearby. You want to creep right inside the palace where Toth's men are everywhere?
Так, погоди.
Yes. We can't leave them in Toth's hands.
It was hard enough getting this far, but going inside is madness. What good will it do them if we get caught?
Then we mustn't get caught.
Listen, Hal, I can appreciate your stubbornness, usually. But this could...
Ну да, бля, я хуй знает. Бля, я хуй знает. Ну да, блядь, нас схватят, пиздец. Не получится.
I suppose you're right. It would be
Дальше, блядь,
foolhardy to go on.
страшно.
Oh, I'm glad you've come to your senses.
Let's get the hell out of here then.
Все заново начинать. Блядь, не хочу.
Come on then, let's get the fuck out of here before they catch
Ой,
us.
блядь.
Kurva! Fuck my ass! Kurva!
I'll have to carry him
my
out of
arse.
here right now.
Run, for Christ's sake, and don't
Over here.
so much.
Where is everyone?
This isn't very comfortable. Can't you stop hopping around with me?
Watch
My
out.
arse is killing me.
There they are.
If you don't get a move on, they'll stab you in the back right under my nose. Quick! They're right behind us. That is, behind you. They're in front of me, and I can't do anything. Faster!
Все.
I have to admit, we didn't do too well.
True, the shame of it. They drove us back before we even got anywhere. It's worse than if they'd killed
Что
us.
такое говоришь?
Well,
Ебанутый, что
I
ли?
wouldn't go that far. We had to give it a try. If we succeeded,
If pigs had wings, I know it troubles you, but it's not over yet. We'll rescue the hostages and hang that...
Мы же не профессионалы, блядь. Там хуево гора охранников этих, блядь.
It seems, Robard, that we're running out of options.
We don't have enough men to scale the walls with ladders. We can't afford to lose any more. We can only take Talmberg by a ruse or with superior numbers. Ruses have failed, and we don't have superior numbers.
Then we are left with no choice but to build a trebuchet. To demolish my own walls. Where is Master Fafar?
He's waiting. We sent for him as soon
Bring
as...
him to me. Let's not waste time.
Хитростью не получилось взять их. Значит, надо мудростью.
Sir Divish.
You will build me a trebuchet, Master Tobias.
Trebuchet, my lord. That's not entirely in my field of expertise.
We have to take back Talmberg.
Yes, indeed, sir, I understand
And
that.
you are the best engineer we can rely on in the whole fiefdom.
Oh, well, thank you, my lord, but it's just that I've never built a trebuchet before. This could take some time.
Then you'd better get to it. Bernard will go over the plan of attack with you.
Oh,
Well, Master Tobias, you have much to do and little time. I will not keep you any longer.
indeed. Of course, sir. Thank you, my lord.
О,
How are the preparations
как идет
proceeding in the
подготовка
other
в других
camps?
лагерях?
As well as can be expected. under the
Нормально, с учетом
circumstances.
всех обстоятельств.
There are still many things that need doing, but
Столько
I
всего
just
еще
don't
нужно
have the
сделать, у
time
меня
for
просто
them.
не хватает на это времени.
No, you don't. Henry,
Генри,
I would like for you
мне
to
бы
help
хотелось,
with
чтобы ты
preparations
помог
in the
лагерю
encampment.
подготовиться к штурму. С радостью, Павел.
Robard will brief you. That'll be all.
Орик тебе все нахуй расскажет. Штурмовать будет? Блять, нихуя себе. По-другому никак, блядь. А он маленький, сука, пиздец замок. Как на ладони, блядь. Хуй там штурмовать.
What needs to be done?
Look, a military encampment's a complicated thing. I don't expect it to be as peaceful and orderly as Holy Mass. But what we have here now is havoc. The men are as nervous and short-tempered as caged bears. When you walk around the camps, you'll see for yourself. Grumbling everywhere, complaints about everything from the gruel to the fleas. They're moaning they've drunk the alehouse dry, and now they have to wait for the next batch of beer. We've got dead who deserve a decent burial, and a lot of wounded, including one of them. The less the troops grumble, the better off we'll all be. But that's not even the main problem.
What do you mean?
Did you hear what Sir Divish was saying to Fafar, our master builder?
I heard some of it.
And what did you make of it?
He said he'd never built a trebuchet catapult. I wouldn't even know where to start, but he might.
But if it'll take him as long as he said, we can't wait until Judgment Day. We don't have that much time.
I'll try to ask him if I can help in some way.
You should definitely do that. Without a trebuchet, we're much too weak.
Как дела, пан Борик? Ебать, тупой вопрос еще.
What's the easiest way to take back Talmberg?
The easiest way? Call in the Royal Army and leave it to them. But there's no Royal Army to help us now, and we can't afford to wait. What's more, we don't want to destroy the castle. Personally, I'd like to return to it.
Repairing the castle will be expensive.
And time-consuming. No trebuchet is wholly on target. The missiles fly as they please. And if we blast the castle to pieces and Sigismund comes back, he'll make short work of us.
Is there some way we can get through the gate?
There are steps from the gate up to the walkway on the battlements, and I don't know how Istvan's covering them. Then there's the portcullis to get through. A big battering ram might breach it, but how could you get one that close? I reckon we'll have to set fire to it.
Stack up brushwood and light it?
Brushwood, timber, anything that burns, soaked in as much pitch as possible. The local charcoal burners surely have some.
And even if it doesn't burn the gate right down, it'll weaken it and make it easier to break through.
Exactly.
And what about the walls? Which side is the most vulnerable?
The south and east are solid. It would be useless to try anything there.
It's best defended from the north, and as for the west...
From the west is where we tried it, and got royally fucked, if you recall. But I think in the end we'll try that way again, only this time we'll do it better.
Do you think Sigismund will come back?
How do I know what's in his head? But if he doesn't take advantage of this chaos, someone else probably will. The whole country will know about it soon enough.
I'd never have thought so many people were keeping an eye on Talmberg. Like that fellow Havel.
Not only Talmberg, and we've left precious few men in Ratai. If we're defeated here, who's to stop them from pillaging the whole province? And there's no shortage of power-hungry bastards like Havel and Toth in Bohemia.
Pity they didn't stay holed up in Vranic for longer. It would have been much easier there.
Toth is a wily fox. If he'd had all his men with him there would have been real carnage. It's likely we only won there because he'd already gone and taken most of his best soldiers with him. Farewell.
Понятненько. Чё там? Надо пойти забрать вещи свои. А, да? Бля, я ж не вспомнил. Сука, ты, блядь. Я, сука, он уже захвачен за... Блядь, в мархаедах нету жилья. Ледечка. Блядь, это опять мне скакать нахуй через всю карту? Я не хочу. Ну, пиздец. Забрать шмотки свои. Ладно, так уж и быть. Сгоняем. По Шурику. Тут у меня старым тормознул. Чё такое? Так, все. Так быстро приехал. Ух, блядь, как обычно. Барбос, блядь. Циник нахуй это. Чё там? Как дела у тебя?
I've got something for you. I know this is your favorite.
Ну, подарочки, нихуя себе.
Thank you.
Thank you. Шнапсик. Нихуя себе. О, золотая мне шмотки. Смотришь,
I put on.
I've got something that needs stitching up. Could you do it for me?
All right. I can't have you walking around in torn rags, can I? Show.
Нихуя себе костюм. Ого. Так. Ебать тут задание. Весь. Поговори с паном Гимишем. Поговори с сотником Бориком. Поговори с мастером Файфером. Поговори с каптенармусом. Поговори с сотником Бернардом. Охуеть вообще, вы че, ебанулись? Чё так много? Так, замок разъебан. Надо не забывать это. Ну, пойдем вот самое дальнее сначала. Д. Английское. Чё, ты голодный, Инджи? Бля, у меня все испортил, шма. Все испортилось. Выкинуть. Капусту тоже выкинуть. Это можно съесть. Ну, неплохо крендель выкинуть. Оп, 98, заебок. Все попортилось. Грибы все собирал я. Все попортилось. Так, с кем там попозарить надо? У них какой, как у самураев, нахуй, разбиты эти палаты. Ой, здорово. Сохранимся? Нет, лучше вот так сохранимся. Приветствую. Какое у тебя дело? Шо... О, подожди. Это какой-то квест, что ли?
Can I be of service to
Не
you,
могу
Sir
ли я...
I've heard talk that something is going on in Pribyslavitz.
Henry, you've come at just the right moment.
Прибыславец?
I sent a man to Pribyslavitz. My locator, Marius.
What's a locator?
A land allocator. I charged him with checking on the condition of the settlement to see if we can start rebuilding it.
You're planning to resettle the...
Yes,
Why Pribyslavitz, of all places?
because it's been lying fallow and falling into ruin since it was sacked by Havelmedic years ago. It's about time that
Well, it should be safe there now. We trounced that rabble on the battlefield.
Yes, and that's why I sent my master locate. However, he should have been back long.
If you've no objection, I could go and look for him.
How do you feel, Sid?
I felt better, boy. I feel awful, truth be told.
Let someone tend to the wound and you'll see. What is it you need, sir?
I need a priest as well as a physician. The closest was in Rovna, but I don't know what happened to him. And then there's the one from Uzhitz. What's his name?
Godwin. But why would you need a priest? The wound will heal, especially with the help of one of the monks.
It's not about me. I've got a lot of wounded here that won't see morning, and dead men. And I have to confess to see you later.
Интересные задания появились. Что? Пошли нахуй. Пошли нахуй, блядь. Я не буду сражаться ни с кем. Так, найти священника. А, лекаря в монастыре, который бы приехал в Тальберг. Лекаря. Лекарь. О, блядь. Тренируются уже. Шма, давай быстрее, а.
I'm glad.
There's something I need.
Is there, my son?
There are a lot of dead and wounded in Talmberg, and no one to make the sign of
Давай
the
в
cross on
Тальберг
their
пиздуй.
foreheads.
I'd like to help, but sadly I simply
В смысле не
My own
можешь?
parishioners are watching me closely, and if I make just one false move, they'll have the bishop down on my back.
Пиздец, ты
But Sir
сыкун.
Divish himself.
If he wants me, let him come and speak to me himself. but I'm not going anywhere. It's your fault I have to live with a sword dangling over my head, Hal. And
I never forced you to do anything. And just because I didn't help you out, you're denying God's forgiveness to innocent strangers.
How dare you? Do you think I'd stoop to such pettiness? My reasons are honorable.
All right, I understand. So why don't you turn it round on them? Why don't you say you'll go to Talmberg because it's the right thing to do and your Christian duty, even though you might be shot in the process, like that saint?
Sebastian. That might help, I suppose. Tell me the truth. Is the air really thick with arrows?
It is a siege, but all the camps are well out of range, so you don't have to worry about that.
Well, see how the martyrdom angle works and then I'll go. At least getting out of here for a while will give me a break from all those judgmental looks. To forgive is human, damn it! Or is it to err that's human? I can never remember. God be with you.
Всё, а лекарь теперь где? Лекарь. Писарь. А, ну и все, да? А, так это не обязательно. Ебать. Пан Дивиш. Ну пойдем спасем Пу. Раз уже начал задание. Спасем, отнесем, а потом дальше уже по квесту пойдем по сюжетному. Опять, что тут нахуй? Препятствие. Это заманка, приманка нахуй. Там специально. Разбойники нахуй. В кустах сидят. Значит, кто-то напал на него. Неудача. Пиздец. Да не бойся ты. Ща, погоди. Умри нахуй. Доебала ты как. Доебали, блядь. Так. Спасти. Где же он может быть? Тут я все вылезал тогда. Ну, скорее вот там где-то. Скорее всего тут. В середине замка. Ну, вот лагерь. Что за лестница, блядь? Куда он делся? Так, ну здесь нету, короче. Ага, вон сидят. Давай их отсюда быстро отстреляй. Шма, лови.
Raise the alarm! Watch out! Alarm! Over here! Where is everyone? Quick! So you're the shooter, now you're in deep shit. Is that all you got?
На нахуй. Йоу, как дела? О, блядь, нихуя попал. На. Все? И батя победил, ну. Это все, на. Лук решает. Что у вас есть? О, клыки возьму. Бабки возьму. Лам. Это мне нахуй не надо. Бабки, да. О, календула, неплохо. 14 голова, да? У меня голова сколько? 17. 13 это второй доспех. У меня 16, мне лучше. Так, значит, где-то его тут прячет. Где он? Куда они его спрятали? А, о, сидит, блядь. Землемер.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Sir Divish sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time.
God's truth.
I'm Henry of Scalith.
My name is Marius Belek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the outlaws are out of the way, so we can go and report to him, right?
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived, and so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Although I won't see much in the dark. I'll have to spend the night. Though I doubt I'll get a wink of sleep after what happened. You sure there are no more bandits around?
You've nothing to worry about. Unless you're afraid of hares.
Well, come to me after dawn and we'll look the place over together. I'll explain everything to you.
All right. Good night.
Мариусом?
Something over there.
Хуя себе. Это я, что ли, блядь? Погоди, тут уже поспать можно, да? Дневное время суток. Поговорите с Мариусом. Сука. Хуя себе. Совпадение, блядь. Вот тут удобство кровати 30%, блядь. Музыка представляет.
Pater noster, qui es in celis.
Here I am.
Excellent. We can start inspecting the area right away to see what can be built where. Shall we get to it then?
Да.
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those
Вокруг есть
bandits
еще
around?
разбойники?
No, I just meant... Should we get going?
Нет, я всех убил. Присоединиться к Мариусу, его. Мариусу в осмотре. Что тут построить можно? Блядь? Мариус. Ну, даже не голоден. Это отличное место для ратуши. Она должно быть в каждой из деревьев. Отсюда ее будет отлично видно. Здесь склон холма, так что фундамент будет оставаться сухим. В деревне можно разбить маленькую площадь поближе к костелу. Костел? Что такое костел? Костерму?
The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well. It won't be an easy job to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do, though.
Это значит, отремонтировать можно. Сюда может поместиться одна лавка, а то и две. Возможно, пекарская. О, грибок. О, еще грибок. Здесь довольно просторно. Нужно просто тщательно все расчистить. Тогда здесь можно построить конюшни. Нихуя себе. Ты прям мастер, нахуй. Знаешь, что где строить здесь. Спец. Главная подъездная дорога и ручей. Мост нужно укрепить. В таком состоянии он долго не простоит. Я полагаю, что имеет смысл построить нишу по ручью запруды. Вода здесь чистая, и ее можно пользоваться для питья до тех пор, пока мы не выкопаем колодец. Нам повезло, что здесь есть ручей. Без источника воды стройка бессмысленна. Он прям реальный мастер. Мост надо укрепить, блядь, ебать. Чё? Чё говоришь? Мариус, блядь. It's me! Мне не видно сквозь деревья и развалины, имеется ли достаточно места для... Но по прежней мере деревья здоровые и прочные. Нам нужны лишь несколько крепких дровосеков. Как же быстро пропадают субтитры, йоу. Я не могу так быстро читать, не успеваю. Если начинаю быстро читать, то я не улавливаю смысл вообще, о чем говорится. Ого, нихуя, так можно пройти сквозь дерево. Каменный фундамент. Они пригодятся, к тому же мы близко к ручью. А, к ручью пригодятся. Долго мы будем вот это ходить и смотреть? Ну, походу, уже все, конец. Да, вот в этом замке я, блядь, убил главаря этого. С лука, блядь. 2 выстрела в голову сделал и все. На мечах с ним бороться очень тяжело. Тем более хп было половина. Ага. Здесь дохуя места. Я уже кушать хочу. Надо пойти покушать. Перерывчик сделать. 20 минут. Здесь уже есть колодец. Это отлично. Да, здесь колодец есть. Просторно, чистая вода, близко к поляне. Отличное место для корчмы.
then?
Что ж, я закончил. Основной осмотр проведен.
God be with you.
Да пребудет с тобой Господь. Итак, мастер землемер, готовы начать строительство? До этого еще много воды утечет. Кое-какие из оставшихся развалин ремонту не поддаются. И все заросло кустарником. Нам придется все очистить, прежде чем мы сможем начать перестройку.
Yes, absolutely.
But building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course. We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort. I can just imagine it. The church will dominate the whole settlement.
Oh, that's good news. When will you inform Sir Divish?
Why wait? I'll head to Talmberg right away. But would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
Все ждем.
My lord,
Охраняем. О,
welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome
пришел
back
сам.
to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius.
Не переживай, Мариус. Я рад вернуться в мое старое селение. Однако похоже, что оно состарилось столь же элегантно, сколь и я сам. Помилуйте, пан, оно порядком обветшало, в отличие от вас, но, по крайней мере, оно теперь в безопасности. И это благодаря Индрижу, который спас меня от передряги, стоившей мне драгоценного времени. Кто знает, если бы не он, то могли бы быть вообще... Что же, парень, как я погляжу, ты повлиял на ситуацию? Что он даст? Награду? О, подожди. Есть выбор. Я заплатил им выкуп, и я хочу компенсацию. Ложь. Ну, я их убил. С ними было бессмысленно вести дискуссию, и они думали, что... Короче, я убил.
No loss. At least they won't be troubling us again. Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir,
Пан, пользуясь своим официальным положением землемера, я имею удовольствие сообщить вам, что селение Прибыславица можно восстановить. Совершенно определенно у него есть перспективы и разрешению границы. Великолепно, наконец-то наши хорошие новости для наших краев. И они были нам очень... Итак, что вам удалось узнать? Я хочу знать все подробности. Блять. Так, давай начнем с расположения деревни.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church.
Костел.
I'd like to preserve
Я бы и хотел сохранить имеющиеся. К нему нет серьезных препятствий. Здание в гораздо лучшем состоянии, чем мы ожидали. Серьезные реконструкции, короче, требуют здание это.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square, in particular more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage in is only the first part of my plan. Later, we'll clear more forest for agricultural land and build more farmhouses. But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost the king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise
Ну,
amount
бать, у
at
Индры
this
же
point,
плеча нету, смотри.
but I expect it will come to some
Просвечивает нахуй
thousands,
плечо.
even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much?
О, где
I hope you're
плечи
good
у
at
него?
hunting.
We shall, of
Чё за
course,
хуйня?
attempt to procure everything at the best possible price.
Ебать.
But raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly
Индриш, ты
business.
шо, блядь, плечи
Nevertheless,
сточил, нахуй?
I can assure you, my lord, that if all goes well, the investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
Где плечи у Индрижиха, блядь?
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for building will need lots of labour. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbors more than a makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here, but now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds. And we'll need someone to keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir.
Я и буду.
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
My lord, it's a great honour. Thank you.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like. If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
Me? But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True. But from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough.
Во, гроши из
I
воздуха
expect you'll
умеет
manage it
делать.
just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
Кто, блядь,
And I am
распространяет эти
assigning you
сплетни?
certain specific tasks. You must ensure the rebuilding of the church. That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of
Я не
essential
хочу этим
artisans'
заниматься.
buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years,
Ебать.
and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean... Are you sure I'm the right man for the job, sir? It's a lot of responsibility.
As you said yourself, Henry, it's a great honour. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers, which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
Булаву дали какую-то. Пойдем. Я кушать хочу уже. Ой, блин. Сейчас пойду поем. Потом продолжу. Заебали одни нападения, что за хуйня? О, заебись. Скипнул нахуй.
Have a look at these customers. They're everywhere. Try it before someone else does.
I hope I...
I'll be with you.
I'd like to...
Well...
Что с плечами?
A nice song. All right, so.
Что с плечами у меня? Доспех. А, это за накидки вот это, да? Как ее брать? Вот. Вот, все. Это, блядь, из-за накидки, да? Так,
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Те Рихтерш. Даже в здании. Вот он, да. Что там в письме сказано? Я могу его почитать? Нет, его тут нет. Так, письмо из Прибыславицы.
It concerns the renewal of Pribyslavitz.
А, восстановление.
Village you drove
Понятно.
those bandits out of?
The very same.
So it's true then. Good. Good. Let me see that document then.
Here it is.
So what have we here?
Да,
It
даже
says
нету
I should
анимации, что он
announce that
смотрит
anyone
этот
interested
документ.
may move to Pribyslavitz to live and work. And Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush also give their consent. In that case, let's not waste any time. Come along with me.
Take care.
Let's go. А, выпуск, ну, выступить с обращением рода. Пойдем, пойдем, да.
Baked goods fresh from the oven. Come and get them.
Hear ye, hear ye. It is hereby announced, in the name of Sir Hanush and Sir Divish, that you, the citizens of Ratai, as well as those who have found temporary refuge here, are permitted to move to the hamlet of Pribyslavitz to the north of Talmberg Castle, wherein you shall be vouchsafed a new life and new dwellings, providing that you shall contribute to the renewal of the hamlet. All those who choose to accept this offer shall be exempted from payment of taxes for a period of 5 years. They shall be permitted also to make use of timber from the surrounding woods and water from the streams. The hamlet of Pribyslavitz lies in the domain of Sir Divish of Talmberg, and all who settle there shall be duty-bound to him. It is furthermore hereby announced that Henry of Skalitz is appointed to the administration of Pribyslavitz and the office of bailiff therein, which office and privilege have been conferred upon him by Sir Divish for loyalty and services rendered. I would therefore recommend that our Skalitz friends consider this offer very seriously, as nothing better is likely to come your way anytime soon.
Все, короче, я пошел кушать. Что это за хуйня была сейчас? Что это за хуйня была сейчас? Пиздец. Что это за хуйня была сейчас? Продолжаем. Так. Блядь.
Is that all you've got? What's the matter? Come on!
О, нихуя. Нормально я убежал. Прям в касцену. Вот сейчас отстроится все нахуй. Да и бог. Пол, ебать. Одним выстрелом схуяли. Лох. О, мухомор. Можем будет сварить что-то. О.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ну, они уже все по забору посносили. Деревья все посрубали, ебать, хуя. Молодцы, молодцы.
Welcome back. What news from...
Well, the bailiff read Sir Divish's decree, and now I'm officially...
Я новый
bailiff of
рихтер теперь
Pribyslavitz.
прибыславец.
Then allow me to congratulate you. What will be your first step?
First, I'll
Что посоветуешь?
Actually, I'm not quite sure. What would you recommend?
As it happens, I already sought a few things in your absence. You might have noticed that the first people have come from Ratai.
Yeah, I saw some heading here right away.
So when they arrived, I was able to start clearing building plots with them. After they'd erected some temporary dwellings, that is.
How do I choose what to build where?
I've already given it some thought on your behalf. I even wrote it all down in the accounts ledger. Everything will be recorded there. I'll make a note of every change as we proceed.
Thanks. That'll be a big help. And where can I find this book?
It will always be kept at the rat house.
Well, there's nothing here, so we'll have to build everything. Ale house, bakery, butchers, rat house. Did I mention ale house?
Eventually. But be warned. To begin with, it's always best to start with facilities that will be producing construction materials for everything else. And since we'll mainly be using timber, it makes sense to set up a woodcutter's camp.
All right. And then what?
That depends. Every building has its use, but you'll soon get the grasp of it, and it's all in the ledger.
What about the workers' wages and buying materials for artisans?
The money must be put in the trunk here. The expenditures for wages and materials will be taken from it, so you should keep it topped up to prevent delays. Which reminds me, there's the matter of my own pay to be resolved.
Yes, of course.
Sir Divish guaranteed me a fixed income. What's more, this job is an exceptionally big one.
I see. But how much are you thinking?
I have a record of payment here somewhere. Here it is. Let's say 1/4 more than that.
I can't afford that much. At least not now, right at the start. But I do need your help. How about this much?
That's a fair offer. It seems we understand each other. I agree.
Good. I'll put your wages in the trunk too. Are you sure it's quite safe?
Quite. Only you and I shall have a key and access to the trunk. Besides, we'll have guards on watch here.
That's reassuring.
That's about all to begin with. If you need any more details, I'll be happy to explain things to you.
Could you explain something to me? What are my duties as bailiff?
As bailiff, you must see to it that the village grows and prospers. You'll have to resolve disputes between citizens and decide what I should have built. The coin for it will come from your own purse. Basically, you'll have to keep the whole locality under control, but you can't just do whatever you like. You're still answerable to Sir Divish, as am I.
Which means...
Which means that if the folk here are unhappy, word will soon get to Sir Divish, and he'll put you in your place. So you'd better see to it that there's no thieving, and folk have jobs to do, and their wages are paid.
Of course. I'll keep a close eye on things. How do I build houses?
First, find out how much it'll cost, and whether the upkeep won't ruin you. Everything is written in the ledger. You can check it all there, or just come and see me.
Sure. How do the accounts work?
The most important thing is to know how much profit your buildings generate, and what they cost to operate. That's written on the very first page of the ledger, which will be kept at the rat house. Whenever we erect a new building, I record it there. And you'll find all the profit generated by the village in the trunk next to the ledger.
And what if we spend more than we earn?
Then you'll have to put the amount necessary for covering the operating costs into the trunk.
I see. Probably best to have a little extra there for a rainy day then.
Понятненько.
How do operating costs work?
Those are the workers' wages, costs of material and equipment for tradesmen, and so on.
And what if I don't have enough coin?
Then production will grind to a halt. Watch out for that. Folks soon get grouchy if they're not getting paid. The amount needed each day is recorded in the accounts ledger too. So you should keep enough in the trunk to cover the wages.
And how do I pay the workers?
Don't concern yourself about that. I'll take care of it. As long as you provide the coin.
So I could put enough money there for, say, 3 days in advance?
Indeed. Simple enough.
All right. How can I get new people to come to the village?
Don't worry about that. Folk will gradually turn up of their own accord when there are houses for them. Each building can house a certain number of people. The bigger the house, the more inhabitants. And the more space you have for them, the more country folk will come here in search of a better livelihood.
What about tradesmen?
I can find you fairly competent ones, but if you can get really skilled artisans, it will certainly be a boon for the village income. Although it's not all that easy to get skilled people. You could ask around.
I see. Any suggestions?
You could try asking the two Sasau armorers for a start. They're always at each other's throats, so maybe one of them could work here. But don't forget to get a forge and armory workshop set up for him. Otherwise, you'll only be wasting his time.
Right. I'll go and have a word with them later. I must give some thought to who else would come in handy here. Thanks. How can I improve the buildings?
The process is exactly the same as for building from the ground up. We need to have enough coin, materials, and of course, something to improve. It goes without saying that there's no point in better blacksmith's equipment if you've no forge to put it in.
I can't argue with that. But why bother with improvements at all?
Because they make it possible to produce better goods that can...
Nothing, actually. So, how am I doing with the village?
Let's see. You're still far from having the income you need to make the village prosper. Well, the village isn't ready yet for the expansion Sir Divish is planning. The church is still in ruins. Doesn't create a good impression. We're on the right track, but we haven't reached the end yet.
All right, I'll get stuck in. I want to build something.
Certainly, Master Bailiff.
Let's start repairing the church.
It's impossible. Check what you need.
I'd rather not build any.
Погоди. Ратуша.
I want to build...
Certainly.
No, we don't have a tavern here yet. People need to wash the dust down after a half...
It's impossible.
В смысле, блядь?
Trade is important.
It's impossible.
Что им
I'd rather
нужно?
not.
Что там нужно? Лагерь. Задачи. Ратуша. Урожденная. А, ратуша нету, да?
I want to build...
Certainly.
I'd like to build the rat house.
It's
В
impossible.
смысле, блядь?
We'll
Кузница.
need plenty...
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
People...
It's impossible.
Пиздец, ты что, вообще ничего не хочешь?
Let's build a...
It's impossible.
Ебать, что за говно?
We need...
Понятно. Конюшня.
We need to get...
It's impossible.
Вообще ничего нельзя.
That rickety...
It's impossible.
We'll need wood...
It's impossible.
Ебать, иди ты
With
на.
all the wood...
It's impossible.
Вообще ничего.
I'd rather not build...
Пизда. Написано в книге то, что... Вот требуется. Лагерь лесорубов. Ратуша есть. Ратуша расширена. Костел есть. Кузница. Требуется зерно. Скот. Зерно. Камень. Костел. Камень. Ред. Им нужно лагерь лесоруба. Жилье, ремонт костела.
I want to build.
Certainly.
Let's start repair.
It's impossible.
Да в смысле impossible,
not.
нахуй? Пизду тебя, да. Шо пизду. Сам строй свою хуйню. Я пошел дальше проходить. О, лекаря. Пойдем. Ну тебя нахуй. Impossible, блядь. Заебали вы нахуй препятствием. Ну пиздец, конечно. О, да, пошел. Да. Колоед ебаный.
Yeah.
Все, что ли?
What have we got here? Entertainment!
Christ.
Разбойники, блядь. Ишь ты, блядь, нападают. Разбойники. Опять. Ну, 85% это, блядь, хорошо. Это очень хорошо. Даже очень хорошо. Так, я приехал. Лекарь. Где же ты, лекарь? Вот он, лекарь.
I'll come to ask for
Брат
help.
Никодим.
Again? Such trying times we live in. God.
Their lordships have laid siege to Talmberg, and the brigands have wounded Sir Divish and many other people. I'm to ask if the monastery might send someone to help.
Sadly, I can't assist you. I have many needy folk right here requiring my constant care. I can't just leave them.
I just won't get any sleep.
And what if I helped you out here? You'd have more free time, and there's a wounded nobleman at Talmberg who needs a proper physician.
Yes, then I'd be willing to go, but not until everything has been put to rights here first.
Very well. Where should I start?
Talk to Johanka. She knows what's needed.
Farewell.
Johanka. А бы найти бы еще, блядь, эту Йоханку. А, вот она сидит.
Henry.
Henry.
How are you?
How are you?
What's happening here?
What the heck? What
Oh,
the
God.
hell?
Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things just the two of... Certainly. We can always use an and it's been like that since the beginning.
Говори
I
быстрее,
was
что
in a
там.
bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious, and I needed a... How's everyone holding up?
Holding up? People here are dying. We don't have enough food or space or anyone...
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
О, нихуя.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
Нихуя.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything.
Ну, уже умничает
Just
уже,
don't go
блядь.
pulling anyone's teeth.
Так.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep. But I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe. But convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat? Some game?
That...
Бля, нихуя.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Сколько сто,
Crowded.
нахуй.
I've had to leave some of the
Нихуя вы,
sick
блядь.
lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying
Я
on?
не пойду, нахуй, искать
Try to
дичь.
negotiate better conditions.
Да
with
в
the
лес надо идти
monastery.
I
охотиться.
tried that. Out loud. They just nod their head.
Пиздец, нахуй.
Very well. All right, that's all I need.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week, Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody
Что за
even blinked an
Богуслав?
eye.
Я
We
не помню такого.
desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power.
Take care.
Короче, им надо еда, вода, нахуй, вся хуйня. Ну это побочные, нахуй, я пошел дальше по квесту. С кем тут надо поговорить? Вот. Фейфар. Там такие длинные эти квесты, ебать их в рот. Он где-то на окраине. Ебать ты как. Какая у него буква-то? Б, да?
Greetings. What do you need?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely, it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Betlen Castle.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sassau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
Okay.
All right. I'll do what I can.
All right.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build that trebuchet after all. God be with you.
Надо поспать. И помыться. Где у них корчма? Вот.
Yeah.
Hey! He's here again. Well, I never. Henry! Hey!
Эй, бля. Трицк, о,
Is
здорово.
it even him?
100 лет не виделись, да? С самого начала игры, да.
I'm glad to see you.
Ты же жив?
Matthew!
Матуш Фрицик.
You're alive!
Вы
Of
живы?
course we're alive. You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now. But we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Ratai that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now, I'm a squire for Sir Radzig.
I see you've worked your way up.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits. Owe the monastery a bundle. And there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
О, да, можно их позвать будет, чтобы они помогали.
Well, you two and work never got along. But don't tell me that they're not in need of carpenters. They're reconstructing the monastery.
They don't want us there.
And there's nothing else around here.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt. Don't you worry.
Настоящий друг. Задание началось. Найти работу для Фрицика и матушки.
Hey, I've got this thing going in Pribyslavitz, and there's plenty of problems, and, well, I could use a helping hand.
Sorry, Henry, old pal, but I'm up to my ears in my own problems. Maybe another time, when things get settled.
And where would they hire you to?
Well, we were carpenters in the mines, so wherever they work with wood, I suppose. Forget about construction. After Skalitz, no one will be building for a long time. Just here in Sassau, and they don't want us here. The best chance we have is to work at a mill. People always have to eat. Ideally, we're looking for a job that pays a lot and doesn't require much work.
Если чтоб платили побольше и работать поменьше. Где вы такое видели? Ой.
What other neighbors of ours made it?
Your hunker's in the monastery. That girl really helped us out. That's about all we know. When we ran for it, we helped Teresa. But who knows where she is now? We got separated.
I owe my life to Teresa. She hauled me unconscious to the mill in Ratai and nursed me back to health.
I'm glad she survived. Since you know her so well, why not try asking her if she knows about any work? See you later.
Henry, I'm glad you came.
Я вообще пришел, блядь, поспать нахуй. Встретил тут своих друзей-то. Служанка. Вот он, командир. Корчмарь, блядь.
God's sake.
Поспать бы, наверное.
Can I sleep?
Certainly. For how long?
Just the
Last ночь.
Here you are.
You'll like it.
Enjoy it.
Where do I go?
On the upper floor of the inn. Your chamber is the one in the middle.
Okay.
Just as you ordered.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Kieser?
And what do you want from the old Never mind. What do I care? It's the big
Он в
house
большом доме
in the
на
courtyard by the
подворье
monastery.
монастыря. Окей.
God be with you.
Сейчас скоро допройдем эту игру и пойдем во вторую часть, нахуй. Ебать, вот там интересно. Будет прям пиздец как интересно. Новые механики всякие добавят. Блять. По лестницам лучше вот так спускаться. Может сломать себя ноги, блядь. И голеностоп нахуй колоть. Так. Вот тут, да, он.
God be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Где-то наверху.
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
Do you happen to know the whereabouts of Conrad Keyser?
What do you want from the old... Never mind, what do I care? It's the big house in the courtyard. Take care now.
Скорее всего, закрыто еще. 5 утра, конечно, будет закрыто. Вот с 8 как раз должно быть уже открыто. Нет, нет, закрыто нихуя себе. А как же мне попасть? Странно. Раз тут закрыто. Давай еще подождем. 10.
What are you trying on
О,
here? I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Is this where Conrad Keyser lives?
Indeed. The world...
I need to speak to him.
Oh, really?
Tobias Fayfar has sent me. He's asking Master Conrad for help with the siege of Talmberg.
It must be important then. Go in. Well, I don't know how he can help from here. Here's the key. Farewell.
интересно. Я там у него книги. Труба Иисуса на видно. Ты испугал меня. Я думал, это ты, Урба. Что тебе нужно? Пан Тобиаш Файфер, мастер-строитель и инженер из Скалицы, шлет вам свои приветствия. Файфер? Тобиаш Файфер? Я слышал о нем. Он изобрел интересную горную машину. Что ему нужно? Пан, вы слышали о том, что произошло в Тамберге? Кое-что слышал. Это правда, что замок захвачен? Да, захвачен. Мы хотим отбить его. Мастеру Файферу поручить строительство требушет. Поручили. Я тоже в этом сомневаюсь. Строительство осадных машин и горное дело — это совершенно разные вещи.
I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's, but that can't be done with a quill and parchment, and I can't leave here right now.
Why can't you leave?
That's a long story. I was a little, more than a little, critical of Sigismund's efforts at Nicopolis. And it might surprise you to know, after that defeat, he didn't particularly appreciate my criticism. Then, when Sigismund abducted the king, I didn't feel too secure in Prague, so I left. Perhaps left is the wrong word. Some might say I was banished. In any case, I went to Bethlern Castle.
They locked you up in Bethlern?
Not quite. It's a royal castle. They leave me to my own devices there. Frankly, this so-called banishment has been a bit of a blessing. I have peace and quiet to attend to my opus and a band of able assistants. Although I have lost quite a few of my patrons, thanks to all this unrest.
And why are you here in Sassa?
To be honest, I need the money.
Money, sir? You don't seem like a man who lives in want.
Dear me, no. I don't need it to support myself. It's to fund my opus. That's why I agreed to help with the construction of the monastery. So you see, I can't simply take my leave.
What is it you're working on, sir?
Belli Fortis. A great book of war machines and weapons. My opus magnum, my legacy. All you have seen here are but snippets of my great work. Mark my words. One day, our whole world will be run by machines and inventions not yet dreamed of.
Of course. Any day now, they'll plough our fields and milk our cattle.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking aloud about things for battle. Could I help you escape, perhaps?
Who says I want to?
But you said you couldn't leave, sir.
Young man, I can't leave because I gave my word I'd help with the building of the monastery here. And my word is my bond. I have no intention of sneaking away like some criminal.
Who do you work for here?
My contract is with the abbot himself, but I discussed the work details with Carol, the monastery's master builder.
Could I not just pay off the master builder for your services?
I doubt it. Carol is only interested in the construction. As long as he has the money to pay the craftsman's wages, that's all he needs.
Ah, as long as he has enough for wages, you say?
Yes, what are you thinking?
Couldn't Carol be persuaded somehow? After all, the defence of the province is at stake.
I realize that, but Sassa Monastery has always kept its neutrality. What's more, the abbot isn't here at present, and without his permission, Carol won't be persuaded. But I might have another idea.
What do you suggest?
Carol received his commission in writing. If you found it, we could, Well, we could copy the abbot's seal and signature on our own document.
А, нихуя.
That's a curiously interesting idea.
My inventiveness has many applications. I could be back here before the abbot, so he won't even know I was gone.
How do I get my hands on the commission?
It will be somewhere in his quarters. You'll need to get it quickly and put it back before he notices it's gone. I suggest waiting until evening. That's when Carol usually goes to the tavern to play dice. He's fond of his dice. Maybe you can take advantage of that somehow.
Right. I'll see what I can do. You really can't come with me right away?
Damn. I'd like to rain some boulders on those heathens of Sigismund's.
I'll try and find some...
Look here, I don't want any trouble.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Мед собрал. Нормально.
Yeah.
Блять. Что я делаю, на? Не туда, блять, побежал.
God.
I've got that commit.
Not so loud. The very thing. Go to the Sasau scribe and say to him the fox isn't half as clever as he thinks.
Is that a password?
Just so. He insists on it. Don't forget to... Then all you have to do is take the new document to...
All right.
But most importantly, do it quickly and put the commission back in. Carroll's no fool. If he can't find it, he'll put 2 and 2 together when you bring him the new document.
What else you?
I have a message for...
Как он сказал?
The fox isn't half as clever as it thinks.
What?
The fox!
Jack, what in heaven's...
Conrad Keyser sent me.
Why the hell did...
That sod. He deliberately lied to me to make me look stupid.
Well, never mind.
I've got this document here, and I need to have a different one drawn up with, the same signature and seal.
So Conrad is still up to his old tricks. Give him my greetings. Let's see it then. All right. Give me an hour. Good luck to you.
1 час, да? Так, я могу успеть пойти сыграть.
Yeah.
Garlic soup for the winter.
I better not go in any further. I might drown.
Yeah.
Ёбаный, блядь.
Yeah.
Да что ты будешь делать, нахуй? Ты что, ебанулся, блядь? Куда ты, блядь, бежишь, нахуй?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you. Farewell.
I hear you like to play...
Always. You're a brave soul taking me on. I'm not used to losing.
Хуя фартит прям с самого начала.
I don't believe it.
Хе-хе, не повезло.
Not afraid of
Давай
losing?
рискнем.
Over here, I'd like to order.
It's no big deal.
Бля.
You didn't have much anyway.
Christ, I'll have to get my own ale.
It's really going my way
Блять, ему
today.
тоже не везет. Сука.
The best of all.
Here, enjoy it.
Нормально делай, нормально будет. Нихуя у него игральная кость какая-то новая. А, у них же есть свои игральные кости. Модные, блядь. Они еще верят, что неудачливые там. Пиздец. Неудача. Блять, вот как знал, на. Что у меня сейчас неудача будет.
Hey, where's my ale?
Оп. Ебать, мне везет.
That's it.
Ale. Any chance of a bite to eat?
There. Satisfied?
Ого, ого, ебать. Нихуя ему Джокер выпал.
Here.
This will be the one.
1050 у него. 1150.
Coming.
1200, 1350. 1300. Охуеть, хуя он разум набрал. Так. 4, 4, 4, 4. Ебать, мне тоже везет нам. 14, да.
Here. Enjoy it.
Ну, пиздец, надо было передать ход, сука.
Certainly. Here we are.
5. У него ебать шестерки. 3 шестерки.
Your turn.
Ебать, он обогнал меня.
My pleasure.
One beer.
Oh, the women! God bless them.
I'd like a beer.
Oh, come on.
Что-то не
It's time I
везет.
had a
нам.
throw.
Чего не везет, сука, блядь?
Ale.
Ладно, давай.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Давай, сука, мне. Ладно, хуй с тобой. О, ебать, у него однерка. 2 однерки и Джокер шестерки, ебать.
That's all.
Надо его догонять, нахуй, срочно.
One beer.
Here. Just as you
3 пятерочки.
got it.
Pour me one.
Ale as usual.
Right.
That's it.
Pour me one.
Бля, уже ночь, пиздец.
Oh, no.
Хе-хе-хе, лох.
My pleasure.
Хе-хе-хе. Так. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Here you are.
What the fuck?
Good help.
Почему так жестко?
Here.
Нихуя себе! Это нормально вообще? С первого трая нахуй. 4 кубика забрал.
Here.
4
Just
кости
as you
сразу.
ordered.
Пиздец, блядь. 5, 5. 1.
Here. Enjoy it.
Уедь. 1, 5.
To the women. God bless them.
Hey, where's my ale?
Coming.
Ебать. Уже ночь, блядь. Надо обратно вернуть ему. Ебать, ты проиграл, пиздец. Короче, ладно, поехали. А, чтобы закончить гроши, значит надо мне его выиграть. Давай еще.
I hear you like.
Always. Your fame precedes you, but you won't get the
Давай,
better
let's
of
go.
me.
Топ 700 сразу разом. Нихуя, блядь. Надо было отдать. О, бля, ебать, повезло. Так. Один надел. Уф. Ух. Вот 2 четверочки у тебя. А, вот однёрку. Неудача, да.
One beer for me.
Нет, повезло, блядь, пятерочку.
That's all.
One ale over here, please.
О, раз, два, три, четыре, на.
One beer.
Отдать ход. О, сразу 800 дважды, да. Нихуя везет такой.
Over here. I'd like to order.
We'll see. This will be the one.
Ты уже азартный, ебать, даже проиграл, да.
Got it for you right here.
No, I didn't.
Here, as you wish. I'll be right back with that. Coming.
Не будем рисковать.
Here, just as you ordered.
Hey, where's my ale?
Over here. I'd like to order.
No point in
Нихуя себе он набрал.
Put me an ale.
Бля, я так не могу.
Ale for me.
A tankard of ale for me.
Your turn.
Ебать. Ну давай, на. 50 на 50.
Pour me one.
О, четверочка, соточка, соточка.
Ale.
Записывай давай. 3300. Ебать, мне осталось 700 набрать.
Over here. I'd like to order.
Ебать, 1000 нахуй сразу. Нихуя.
What's the hold up there?
Чел, ты так это аккуратнее.
No, I didn't.
Here,
Хуе, да он?
as you ordered.
500 осталось.
Here we are.
Блять, я хуй сделал. Не везет.
Cheers.
You a good harvest.
There.
One ale over
Satisfied?
here, please.
Use your head, man. You'll lose
Да хуй я
everything.
проиграл.
Here, enjoy it.
Попробуем рискнуть.
afraid of anything?
Ебать, да ну на. Да уж.
A tankard of ale for me.
Money, money, money.
Эх ты, мани. Сейчас я тебе, сука, вытащу. Выиграю.
A tankard here.
I need some help from Master.
Then go and talk to.
The thing is, he's already agreed, but he'd have to go to town.
I can't consent to that. He signed a contract for building the monastery, and we paid.
Conrad would only have to leave for a few days. Surely you can manage without him for a short while.
We might, if he didn't get himself killed there. I've given my answer. No. He stays here until the abbot says otherwise, and the abbot isn't.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
May God reward you.
Давай
I hear
еще
you like-
играй.
Always.
There. Satisfied?
I can't wait to see how you throw.
To
the
good
women.
neighbours. God bless them.
Bottoms up.
There. Satisfied? I've only got 2 hands.
Ah, come on. It's time I had a throw. This will be the one. That's it. Whew. Oh, no! This'll be an easy win.
Ну ты лох, ебать.
I might as well go.
Ебать, я не везет.
If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good. Come now, fortune favors the brave. No, I daren't.
Нихуя 1000 сразу, прикинь. Ебать. 3 однерочки, да?
We'll see. That's it. Damn.
Эй, лох. Сейчас я должен выиграть все бабки. Так.
This will be the one.
Чего он ход не передает? Не боится, что он проиграет?
Your turn. We'll see. Now you.
Ну все, походу, чел, ты, блядь, все бабки мне отдашь сейчас, которые выиграл у меня.
This will be the one. No point in pushing it. Oh, come on. It's time I had a throw. If I was in your shoes, I'd pass while the going's good.
Что-то хуйня падает.
It's not so bad after all.
Какой-то кал падает.
That'll do me.
Так. 3 однерки вижу. 1000 уже. Ебать, все, я выиграл. Победа нахуй. 200 монет сюда нахуй. Лох, блядь. Черт, это были мои последние гроши.
Look on the bright side.
Какая незадача. Вам не повезло. Ублюдок. Все, надо быстрее вернуть обратно письмо. Давай письмо обратно, где ты там? Понял, где он, блядь? О, блядь, спит. Это писать. Во. Блядь. Так, давай-ка мы сохранимся. Хули он спит, ибо час ночи, нахуй. Охуел, блядь, спать, нахуй. Мне нужно забрать письма. Подделанный, блядь. Охуель? Спать, блядь. Подъем 6 утра, на. Рота, подъем! Хуя. Служанка и то уже встала. Вон колокол зазвенел уже. Дынь-дынь-дынь. Это спит до сих пор, похуй вообще. Бля, писарь, давай быстрее, ебать. Если он найдет письмо и там не будет его, блядь, то есть откроет, если ящик. Не пизда будет, нахуй. Все заново квест делать. О! Ой, не, чуть не упал.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
Is it done?
Here you are. And pass on my best to... Good boy.
Так, теперь надо на место оригинал положить.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
О! Чё гонишь, блядь?
What are you doing here? Get lost, or you'll have me correct you. Yeah. Yeah.
Ух ты! Что это было? Я подскользнулся на говне. Ебать. И вылетел с седла. Охуеть. Где этот хуйсос? Как мне попасть? Как? Мастеру, блядь. Где, блядь, это место? Там еще охранник стоит. Чё не пойму? А, так вот она. А, подделку ему надо показать. Ёбаный брат.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Уедь.
A messenger brought a dispatch for you.
To the hand of charge, to give assistance, permission to leave Sasau. How very convenient for you.
The hand of fate.
We'll see what fate brings. I have an authorization letter of my own from the abbot, and if your letter of patent is fake, you'll be in trouble. Come with me. Take care now.
Пойдем. Сейчас он покажет, посмотрит, есть там. Ладно, это против наших правил. На печати подпись подлинная.
So Conrad may leave?
He can.
Может.
The letter of
Заключение
patent is
подлинное.
genuine, and when the abbot commands...
Wonderful. I'll tell him.
Take care now.
Ну все, я вернул уже письмо. Миссион комплит. А, выкупить услуги нахуй.
Yeah.
They're after me! Sweet Jesus, I knew this day would...
What? Who is? Carol said you can leave and...
Leave? I can't even set foot outside the door! Not now!
Please, calm down and tell me what's going on.
They're after me!
Who?
Кто, блядь,
Who's
тебя
after?
преследует? Ты чё, ебанулся?
Sigismund's people, of course!
Why would they be after you?
Because he's never forgiven my criticisms of Nicopolis. Now he's decided to pay me back. What am I to do?
Тебе, походу, пиздец, надо тебе лечиться.
What makes you think someone's after you?
When I was on my way to Sasau, I saw Baron Pekar in Kosterlitz. He was with Sigismund on the crusade, as was I. Now I've been told he was seen at the local tavern. And a stranger's been creeping around the gardens here late at night. My God, there are signs someone was trying to close the door. They're after me, Henry. The Lord preserve me. They want to kill me.
Take it easy. If someone's after you, I'll see to him. I'll have a sniff around the town or lie in wait for him.
I don't know. What if he sneaks past you?
He won't, I promise. I'll hide in the garden, and if anyone starts creeping around after dark, I'll catch him.
You will, won't you? Good, good. And be sure to hide well if he...
Бля, ебать. Ну и задание. Перехвати, блядь, убийцу в полночь. Бля, мне спать надо, я так туда. Надо поспать тогда чуть-чуть. Я надеюсь, тут можно купить жилье на одну ночь.
God almighty, it's...
Нет.
Goodbye.
Do you know anything about...
Rings a bell? Is he some kind... No, that was a man by a sim...
Короче, надо пойти помыться. Где купальня? Вот, тут сюда надо. Короче, обратно надо.
God bless.
I'm in...
So what? As you wish.
I'm not giving you...
And how much?
Satisfied?
Well, you won't regret spending the money.
Все. О, как раз 7. Туда доеду к полночи как раз. И прослежу, кто там за мной, блядь, следит. Пиздец, он на панику сел вообще. Интриг. Kingdom Come Deliverance, нахуй. Чё, ты выспался? Ебать, ты поспать, нахуй. Я уже по больницам побегал, нахуй. С утра, блин. Нет, надо платить, брат. На 26 апреля запись, прикинь. Чтоб поставить на сердце аппарат. Охуеть вообще. Я в Данко сходил, записался на завтра. У них там записи есть. Пидорасы вообще. Так. Плати, только плати, нахуй. Бесплатно хуй, блядь. Жди нахуй. Сиди в очередях, жди, блядь. Хуеть.
This won't take longer. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Где этот наемный убийца? Полночь уже, вон время. Блять, нету его, ну. А ты что, на учебу поехал? А, сегодня же понедельник, да. Блять, ну сколько ждать? Сука. О! Взламывать замок. Стоять нахуй. Стой, что ты тут делаешь? Тише, ради бога. Ты перебудешь весь монастырь. Заткнись нахуй, я поймал тебя при попытке убийства. Убийство? О чем ты говоришь? Это вы тот пан Пейчер. Он, сука, взламывал замок, сидел там, блядь. Ну что,
Because you've come to assassinate Conrad Keyser.
Keyser? He's living here in the
Да
monastery.
не придуривайся.
Yes. Right here in this house. What's your business here?
It's all a terrible mistake. I've a long-standing arrangement with the custodian here, Sir Sebastian von Berg.
Да пиздобол ты ночью, в час ночи соль дай ему ночью,
And I come to
конечно.
realise how he's been cheating me repeatedly.
Поверю.
The dispute's been running for a while and still has legs. So I wanted my money back, that's all. I've no quarrel.
Я вам не верю.
I don't believe a word you say.
Well, sorry, but I'm telling the truth. I suppose there's nothing to be done about it. But if it will help you sleep better, I'll stop creeping around here at night and find some other way to deal with the custodian. May the Lord watch over you.
Ковыряется там замки стоит.
Damn it. Well, did you find anyone?
Чё он говорит?
I did.
And?
You needn't fear. I kept watch the whole night and nothing happened. A few folk passed by, but nobody dangerous.
And what about Pekar? Are you saying he has no malicious intentions?
None. He's just doing some trade with the custodian. That's what brought him to where you were.
Well, if you're sure. But I'd still rather lie low for a while.
Come to Talmberg. You'll be surrounded by a whole garrison there.
Yes. Yes, I suppose that does make sense. Thank you, Henry. I'm in your debt. We'll meet at Talmberg. Damn.
Конрад Кейзер. Так. Пошли нахуй. Что быть? Давай. Доучивайся.
A well-chosen site. You want to strike the gate, do you?
True. We don't want to do more damage than necessary.
I quite understand. Sir Toth is holed up there, is he?
Just so, Master Conrad. I hear you have some accounts to settle with him.
Ah, not entirely. I've done with him. Sigismund trusted him more than me in his campaign against the Ottomans, and we all know how that ended up.
How did it end up?
Badly, my lord. The flower of French knighthood was slain there. Sigismund fled for his life, and I did too, I must confess.
Be assured we shall not make the same mistake here. We do not intend to starve them into submission, but to break down the gate.
I am at your service, my lords. We will build the trebuchet quickly. It will be ready in a matter of days. And I can supply, for example, Raketa to sweep the foe from the battlements.
Raketa? I do not believe I've heard of such a term.
Raketa are missiles.
Ракеты — это снаряды, начиненные черным порохом с дырой в нижней части, через которую поджигают порох. Они летят вперед. Что-то вроде пушки, но без пушки.
I see. But we don't have black powder in these parts. Nor cannon.
Indeed. It should have occurred to me. But I am very fond of Rocchetta, and I always think what Alexander the Great might have accomplished with them. I understand. We find ourselves in a conventional situation that demands a conventional solution.
I'm still hoping that Toth will see sense and parley with us.
He may well do so, especially when we set up the trebuchet on his doorstep.
Good health, you.
Is there anything else?
Well, we need some pitch. I know you have dealings with the charcoal burners.
I've met a few, true enough.
Then have a look around the area. If you manage to find any pitch, bring it to our quartermaster in the camp at the quarry. Farewell.
God bless you. What troubles you?
Tired of life, are you?
I came to an agreement with Conrad.
He's already here. You wouldn't believe how clever that fellow is. That I guarantee.
Glad I could be of service.
I'm truly grateful to you. And the men will be too when the assault starts. Fine work. You've certainly saved many lives. I probably shouldn't, but go and have a look in my trunk. You might find something there you can use.
Thank you. Master Fayfar, Sir Rad.
Did he? He must think highly of you.
I do the best I can.
That's good.
How can I help with these? You really... You said mine gallery.
Boy, there's such a make.
Why just that one?
Because I was expecting to find a scene there. All the indications pointed.
Is that the yard next to the Scallots Mill?
That's the one. I don't know what state it's in now.
A silver store? Could they really...
I doubt it. I've been...
What about these waterworks? What's that?
A stamping mill and washing troughs. They're on the bend in the river below the castle. You can't miss them. They're a big town.
Should I be expecting trouble then?
Well, I definitely wouldn't treat the job like a visit to church on Sunday. You could find yourself facing that pack of hungry dogs trailing the army. Or a band of...
I see. Well, you and Sir Rad, that's all clear.
Farewell.
Короче, на сегодня будем заканчивать. Я уже думаю, 3,5 часа хватит. Даже многовато. Все, спасибо тем, кто смотрел. Испытывал эмоции такие же, как и я. Всем пока. До завтра.